So here we're going to have a look at how to search within Business Source Premier. So just click on the link to get into that. Business Source Premier is the same database as Academic Source Premier, which you'll see in some of the lists. And when you get into either of them, if you go into Choose Databases, you'll see the range of all of the databases that are available within the EBSCO host system in there. So if we wanted to search and widen our search to Academic Search Premier, we could, and include psych articles and psych info in there, and that would broaden out the search. But for this search, I'm just going to leave it as Business Source Premier. So we want to put our search term in. We can decide which field we want to search in. We can search by author, title, etc. through it. In our case, for this search, I'm just going to leave it as it is. And I put strategic leadership in, both of them words on one line here, and that means that it's going to search for the term strategic leadership in its whole. If you wanted to open the search a little bit more and perhaps get more results, you might put leadership on a second line in there. I'm going to put a second search term in. We go ahead and just click search. So this tells us that it's found 8 results for the search term strategic leadership and military, and there on it. So we can have a look down and see if any of the articles are of interest to it. So here's a context-specific review of military leadership. We can have a look to see what type of documentation is available on that. If we go just down to the article below it, integrated backspace, you can see down here that this one has a PDF full text available and a HTML full text available, and it's usually the PDF full text available that we're looking for. In the case of military leadership, a specific context, it doesn't, but we're not finished yet, so we can click on that and go into the full detail of it. And if you move down to this little SFX button down here and click on that, it'll open up another window. And it tells us that we do actually have within the library available to us the full text available through Elsevier, and it's 2003, volume 14, issue 6, page 657, and we just click on the Go button. And that brings us into Science Direct, and the PDF is available for that here. So if we want to download it, all you have to do is click on that PDF button and save it down onto your hard disk. So having located the article, one of the things you might want to check is where it sits in the stream of literature, and is it an important article, and what other important articles has it cited. Now in this database in Business Source Premier, it'll give you a link to the cited references. That's the number of references that this particular article has cited, and times cited in this database, that's the number of times that this particular article has been cited by other articles, but only within the Business Source Premier database in there on it. We go in and we'll just have a look at the cited references list, and this will give you a list of the articles that are in there. Many of them will be books that you can't link into, and some of them will be journal articles that aren't available on the database. Some of them might actually be quite old and just haven't been put up on the system yet. They are archiving through quite a lot of them as time goes on. I'm just going to go down and I'm going to move forward a couple of pages. As we scan down through this page, we see that one particular article in here has been cited 152 times in this database. These are just indications that it's likely to be an important article in the field, that a number of people have already picked it up as something important. And in this particular case, you can just click into that article, and it actually has the full text PDF available from the database, and just click to download it. There are a lot of things that you can do in this database in terms of running through cited references backwards and forwards. This isn't the best database to do that. When we look at Web of Science, we'll show you the best way to link through cited references and onto cited database records in there. But this is the most comprehensive database in terms of just searching for articles to start your search off.